Hi there everyone, Josie here from Live at 50 and Beyond. Thanks for joining me here in my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you another multi-purpose Dollar Tree organizer, and I am going to be using this for organizing our cleaning items and things that we use for the kitchen. So this is going to be my under the kitchen sink organizer, but you can certainly use this also for any other purpose. I've decided to use these two medium-sized tray or basket that you can get at the Dollar Tree. I'm also using these two elongated ones but are skinnier and a little bit taller for this organizing system. I am going to be using these two stainless steel paper towel holders, and I'm going to be using this medium-sized basket. I'm going to take advantage of that handle or hole there, and I'm going to just insert the paper towel holders on each side. So that'll be the base or the bottom of this organizer. I am going to be connecting the basket to the handles using zip ties. So I'm planning on putting 4 zip ties on each side so that it will be stable. To make it a little bit cleaner on the finish, I will put the bulky part of the zip tie, where it connects, onto the inner part of the basket. So I'm going to thread it through the holes from the inside first, and then going back in from the outside back into the inner part of the basket, and that's where I'm going to be connecting or pulling my zip ties together. I didn't tighten it too much because I just want to make sure that everything is even before I lock it up. So what you can do, it's just like what I'm doing here, is that I thread it through the holes and then I connect the zip ties, but I made sure that it's not too tight so that I could still adjust it. I repeated the steps on the opposite side, and now I'm just tightening up my zip ties and then cutting the ends with my wire cutter. You can use also sharp scissors to do this. Using my handy dandy glue gun, I am going to be applying glue, especially here in these portions where there are sharp ends from where I cut my zip ties, because you can get scratch or you can get cuts. They can be sharp, so I'm using my glue gun not just to reinforce my connection, but more so reinforcing my connections, but also to cover up that area just so that I don't get hurt or I don't get scratched, or any items that I put there is protected also and not scratched. To make it more secured, I've added a couple more zip ties on each side. So in this portion here, close to where the handle of the basket is, and I'm looping the zip ties a couple of times, have it a more secured and tighter connection. And just with the other sets of zip ties, I am adding or applying hot glue on each one. Before I add the same size of basket on the top, I just want to show you that if you want to use the narrower basket that is of the same length and it's deeper than the one that I used at the bottom, you can use that too. Okay, so just want to show you that it's going to work. It's the same width or length, as the one at the bottom. However, this one is deeper. If I want to put something taller at the bottom, it will be lesser of a space, and it's narrower too, so I've opted to use the same size of basket as I have used at the bottom to give me enough clearance. In the same manner as the basket and the handles, I'm also inserting through the handle or opening of the basket the paper towel holders, and then I'm going to be attaching 4 zip ties to hold them in place. And since it's going to be on the top and it's not going to be sitting on something more stable, I'm going to be only using this top portion to store lighter items. It's more like you need another pair of hands to do this, but to do it on your own, you have to be creative. I am going to be tying my zip ties first loosely while the upper basket or the second basket is sitting on top of the first one, since I cannot be holding the second basket up on top while I do this. So again, loosely tie the 4 zip ties first, and as I tighten them a little bit, and as when I'm ready to kind of lock the zip ties, they should be already at the top portion. This was a little bit time consuming and a little bit tiring too. That's why I got a little bit hot and sweaty, so I had to remove my sweater. Hence the different sleeves that you see here. So it's still the same day. Now look at this. I'm just showing you that you can also leave maybe an inch or 2 on the top handle or top portion of the paper towel holder if you want to use that as a handle. However, I will not do that because again, I want enough clearance for me to put more items at the bottom. I'm just going to be tying the zip ties on the top on the same level as where the top of the paper towel holder is. It's kind of hard to explain sometimes or verbalize things, but if you can just watch what I'm doing, I think you will understand what I'm trying to say. Just pull as tight as you can, because again, this is going to be on the upper portion and there's no platform for it to sit. So to make it easier for me to cut this, I put it on its side, and also for me to show you what I'm doing here. See, tighten it up a lot more here by pulling it and making sure everything is aligned. And then I cut with my wire cutter. And don't forget, especially on the top basket, you need to reinforce it with hot glue. You can also use E6000 for a more permanent or stronger bond, but I find that hot glue works well, and I can always add more hot glue later on if I need to. So again, make sure that you cover or apply hot glue on the sharp portions where you cut the zip ties, and then add a lot more glue on the crevices or on the connections so that this will not move or slide down. Now I'm going to be adding a couple more baskets, the long, skinny, or deeper ones. I'm going to be adding them to the bottom portion on each side of the bottom basket. And that's the reason why I wasn't too worried about those zip ties kind of protruding on the side or the outer part of the first or the bottom basket like that, because I can cover them with these bottom baskets. So I'm just going to be hooking this up or tying some more zip ties to put this in place. Actually, where I'm going to be putting this under the sink, I don't really need to attach this one, especially if I want to use one as a container for my cleaning materials, and I can just pull it out of the cabinet. But I figured if you want to use this as a craft organizer or as a desktop organizer, you would want to secure it in place. More stable as well. It adds stability to the other baskets or to the whole system as well. Okay, that's done. Now let me just show you how you can camouflage this side here. I've done this, got this clip on, but you can glue it too. See that? It's gonna be nice. I don't have them matching, so I just want to show you. So the trick is not to overload the top. Anything heavy, for example, your paint, that's heavy. And look at this, you can use the skinny baskets or the trays that you can also get at the Dollar Tree. It fits just perfectly here. However, you don't really need another container or basket. You can just take out your items and put them there because the basket itself isn't that large, so the more space you have to put your items, the better. But if you want to use another tray, go for it. So I'm just showing you here how you can use this for your crafting needs, like for example your acrylic or chalk paints, and also your paintbrushes, as well as your other crafting items. This top here is perfect for washis because, like I said, try to put only the lighter ones. Maybe ribbons will be perfect for the top portion as well. Here, so that I could show you, these are a bit heavy too. These are liquid glue. Putting them here. I don't abuse the top. Those are the light ones. Okay, you know, you can put yarn, you can put elastics. Now on the side here, or even your brushes, this side here is long enough for the brushes, and so is this one here on the top, because this is light, so it's okay to put it there. Now I have this heavier one elastic, so I could put it on the side. I have the yarn there. Right, so this is for crafters as well, so you could put your tapes, your washi onto here, the lighter part. Okay, so I'm just kind of throwing a lot of stuff in here just to show you what you can do. Now if you want a makeup organizer, you can use this, you know, for your nail polishes and makeup as well. So I'm just showing you how I'm kind of setting it up, just to give you an idea on what you can put in there. See? See? So this is really a multi-purpose organizer that you can use on top of your desk, on top of your work counter, inside your cabinets, under the sink, to organize different kinds of things, as long as you know they can fit them. And on the top, like I said, just to remind you, it is not as load bearing as the one at the bottom, so keep the top light. I'm gonna be using this to organize under our kitchen sink, so watch out for that video when I do a clean and organize with me my under the kitchen sink. So that will be coming soon. In addition, you can actually buy colored zip ties if you want your zip ties to match the color of your baskets. I don't mind combining different colors, to be honest, but if you are a stickler for that, also you can spray paint them to match the color of the baskets. So that's all, folks. Thanks again for joining me here in my channel today. Please don't forget to share this video to anyone who may be in need of an organizer and who doesn't want to spend a lot of money. The total price of this is starting at $6 for all the things that I used, plus the value of the glue and zip ties. And also, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to click subscribe as well as click that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my new uploads. And to my returning subscribers, thanks a lot for always supporting me. And everyone, you are welcome to leave some comments down below. I love to read your thoughts on it. Take care everyone, and God bless. Talk to you again on my next video. Bye bye.